Alright, it's time for the Lugia costume breakdown brought to you by Fisher4930 and a little bit. Alright, let's get this underway. First off, I will start with the actual costume itself, the body, one piece, all sewn together by me. And I'll start off with the wings, just an oversized sleeve, and what I did was I made like a slot for my hand so I didn't have to like take off the whole arm or something as I brought it on. Drew on the little like finger things, I guess. I don't know. And blue design on Lugia's chest was really simple. Just fabric cut out, hot glued on. Tail is actually being held on by like monofilament. You can catch that in the light. And what it's doing is when I hopefully wear it, it'll like support itself a little. It does better when I'm actually in the costume. And what I did for the fins on Lugia's back is I had purple foam and I just kind of like glued it on in the pattern, and what it does is it actually holds out, gives it the more realistic look to it. That's pretty much all about that. Hot glue sewed on, not really much. Then the mask. It's like a simple frame made out of plastic mesh. Right there. Pretty much molded it to my head and fits only me really. And the thing is, I tried to make like the eye holes here and here, but since the eyes are too spread out apart, that did not work at all. So I tried to turn the mouth into an eye hole, and that didn't work at all. So I won't really I'll have to wear the mask like separately, or when I'm not running around and stuff. And I have little things here, and when I put it on, I can only see about that much, and it has a big block in the middle, and things don't help and stuff. So that's a little handicap. So, and let's see. Last part, feet. Simple. Just took shoes, plastic mesh to make them longer. Drew on the toes, had fabric. May look a little off-size, but when I put them on, it doesn't matter. And the thing about my costume is I cheaped out and I went with a super light fabric. So what I ended up doing is taking like simple clothes, like white long sleeve shirt and some sweatpants. And what it does is it makes it like more sturdy to look at, and it's a hell of a lot hotter, I can tell you that, because I'm wearing like 3 layers in the end and stuff. And it's pretty much all about my costume. It's just hot glued. Everything's done by me, because I don't. And what happened is I had to sew all that, cut out my outline. The mask was the hardest part really, because the frame itself took like an hour to make. Putting on the fabric took 2 hours because I'm slow. Then trying to find out where my eyes go took another like 20 minutes. Making everything work took a while, and the problem is there's still a little seam line from when I hot glued it all together. And the eye parts right here are pretty much the same fabric, or not the fabric, the foam I use for the fins. And the shoes, easy. Costume, easy. Like the hardest part was the mask, but it probably took me 8 hours to finish the whole costume by itself, and that's pretty much it. I'll see you next time if I ever make another costume, because that's pretty big, and I'm really small, so we'll see. And it might be Lugia again, or it could be my second favorite Pokemon. Actually, not my second favorite, because that's Frostless. But there's a little something about me. Alright? See you. Well, it is actually like 3 a.m. and right now, because I just can't get to sleep, so I decided to help out anyone that's wondering about my costume today, so, or any other time. And really, I had a lot of fun making it, even though it took a long time. But it's pretty much it like just mask and here we go. To thread the fishing line through the tail, since I already stuffed it before I put the line through, was annoying. So what I used was a coat hanger. I just kind of thinned it out and hooked the end on it with the fishing line until it actually caught, and then pulled it through, tied it off, glued it on, and it was pretty easy. And since I love to fish, I had pretty much fishing line all over the place. If you think my dad will be happier because now there's not any in my room. Alright. There's a little extra, and it's probably a couple other things. Like my old fin, like my wing, it used to actually be a sleeve on my old costume. Because I used to have a shirt, and then it'd be pretty much like a shirt like this, except it actually had the chest design and the fins on the back. But the thing is, it was a sleeve, so every time I had to do something like eat Pocky, just kind of do anything that used my hands, I had to take off the sleeve, do whatever I wanted to do, put the sleeve back on, and pose. I don't know. And the problem is, I cannot come up with any poses right now. So if you can, send in an idea, maybe. Because any pose I have just doesn't look good, because I'm not, like, full of poses. Like with the Lucario, you can pretty much do anything, like a Link pose or something, and it looks good. But the problem about a bird, that when you're cosplaying it, you can't fly. Like, you can't just sit there and fly, so I need a little help there. And the only real idea I've come up with is just kind of like being all spread out, like I'm getting ready to take off or something. There was one picture like that one of my friends took of me, and I did not like it at all because I'm all like, "Brrr." And so I need to come up with something quick since I'm going to a con in about a week, and I want to enter the costume contest there where I can win $300 or 25 or 100 or something. So I need to really come up with a good pose to win over the judges. Also, my costume is really unique, so that will help me because I haven't seen any other Lugia cosplayers. And I haven't really seen anyone else cosplay as Pokemon, so you guys better do that in future cons because Pokemon rules. And as you can see, I'm a huge Lugia fan because I have a shirt, I have a beanie, I have a costume, I have a little plushie over there now, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about my costume. Like I said, could have another Pokemon, never know. Could be Lugia again. Not gonna be Frostlass because I'm not a chick. Actually, no, I'm definitely not doing that. And all my other favorite Pokemon are pretty much like evolutions and stuff, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I could just... Actually, I might just do something else because I do have a wooden sword, so I can be a Bleach character or something if I just modify it. I really like having a sword with me because swords are fun. And never know. I could be Lugia next year. Might outgrow the costume hopefully and become someone else. Bleach character, Naruto. Actually no, not Naruto cosplayer. There's way too many of those in the world. So I have my Lugia costume. I have all my little designs for it, and we'll see what happens from there. Alright, wish me luck on my next con art for me.